Welcome to today's webinar. I am Sarah Jefferson. I am the Operations Manager for Success Road Academy and JV Insider Circle. And I am so excited about Laura Rubenstein's webinar today. Here's the thing is when it comes to your program and it comes to the things and the content you put out in the world, one of the most powerful things you can do is get that traction, right? That gives you that credibility to be able to promote yourself and get others to promote you. We talk a lot about this and how JV partners can really be a strong thing. But here's the thing is what if you had that power to get people to promote you to not just like their list, but their social media? How can you really leverage social media and make a huge buzz for your programs and your offerings and your webinars and all of those things? And that's exactly what Laura's going to be talking about. And her program is so powerful. And I cannot wait for you guys to hear all about it. And Laura, it is all yours.
Well, thank you. I am super excited that everyone is here and you're ready to grow your business to the next level. Is that right? I mean, am I in the right place? You're in the right place if so. So say yes in the chat if you're ready to grow your business more, you want more visibility. It's really important to you because I need to know that you want what I can give you. Okay, good. I am in the right place. You're in the right place. So we're going to get this show on the road for that. I love it. So the secret to building buzz and your business using social media is what I am passionate about giving you today. And if you'd like to know what's 1,000 times more powerful than you creating amazing content and sharing it on social media, and if you want to know how to amplify your influence online and become known as the go-to leader in your niche, you are in the right place. Okay? Your mission matters. And as a thought leader, a visionary, a change agent, entrepreneur, small business owner, thought leader that you are, the impact you want to make is important to me. The impact is important because it's important to so many people that you're going to help. And I believe small businesses of the world are the ones who are changing lives. Okay, that's why I wrote my book. I dedicated it actually to the small business owner. It's called Social Media Myths Busted, the Small Business Guide to Online Revenue. And I've dedicated it to you because you are the ones changing the world. So if I could show you how to get influencers talking about you on social media, would you want that? Type yes in the chat. If you want more influencers talking about you on social media, say yes. Of course, yes. Okay, yeah, duh, that's why you're here. Okay, good. So today you're going to discover how to get more social media buzz and visibility for yourself, your brand that brings massive traffic to your websites, and ultimately, of course, more sales, right? I am going to promise to share with you the power tools and the strategies to harness that power of influencer marketing. That's what we're talking about today. And here's why I'm so passionate. My mission, I discovered, is fueling the mission of passion-driven and passionate entrepreneurs, right? And in case you don't know me, I am Laura Rubenstein. I have been doing marketing since, I like to say, before this century. I've been coaching and consulting with top financial advisors, celebrities, thought leaders, business owners, startups, people who are changing other people's lives, making a difference. And so if your mission is to make a difference in the world, that's who I love helping. I'm here because of you. That's my sole purpose in life. And yes, I'm an award-winning trainer, speaker, author, and I started my career as a hypnotherapist. You might be interested to know. And why did that really help me? It's because in hypnosis, we learn about people's motivations. We tap into them and we leverage them. We understand them. And guess what? You need to do the same thing in marketing, understand people's motivations. And I've created several courses. I do trainings regularly. I consult. I have an agency as well that helps people. And I am the founder of Social Buzz Club, which we will talk about later. And Sarah alluded to as well. So for those of you also who stay to the end of today, I'm going to be giving away a very special, totally free gift to every attendee here on the webinar and more details at the end of the presentation. So let's jump right in. I'm going to give you my formula today, if it's okay with you, for amplified authority. I'm going to go through how to leverage influencer marketing and combine it with content syndication and gamification. Okay, this is my formula, secret sauce. And when you do that, this formula can be used to build tremendous buzz, visibility, traffic, authority, and of course, that leads all to greater profitability. So specifically, I'm going to show you how to use this formula so that it helps you to drive more traffic to your website. And I do need to, it is preferred that you have a website. And when you have a website, please make sure it's compelling. It takes people through a journey where you offer them value, you capture their email, you maybe even capture their mobile or SMS number. This is really important. It's a foundation. It's your home online. Social media is awesome and you don't own it. And since you don't own it, the rules change. I was just talking to someone yesterday who had her Twitter account is no longer accessible. She has 11,000 followers and she can't put another thing on it because she lost the password and she doesn't remember the email that she set it up with, or she no longer has access to that. And Twitter says, sorry, if you never set up an email, a phone number with that, and you don't know the email, we have no way to verify you. So we cannot let you in. And now she's great. She has 11,000 followers, but she can't do anything with them. So don't build your business on rented land. But I will show you this with the formula, how to drive more traffic to your website or to some content online that is an alternative to it. It's not ideal, but if you don't have a website yet, hang in there. All is not lost. I'm going to encourage you to get one, but there are workarounds, of course. Then this will help you increase your reach online, this formula. We will help get you influencers regularly promoting you and building your list automatically. And you won't believe how easy it is. It's like 3 steps. And that all of this is also going to help you find new speaking opportunities. And also, when you get more traffic to your website, your organic search ranking grows. So it's basically free. I know people who spend over $25,000 a month trying to get their ranking up on the search engines to be on page 1, but most of us don't have that budget or not willing to put forth that budget. And why I say that is because the companies that are spending the tens of thousands of dollars to pay for the SEO, they're not the small business entrepreneurs. They're the large mattress companies, or they're the larger companies that have a budget, but they're not making the difference you are. So I want to show you the organic ways and how to use the most powerful form of marketing to drive traffic to your site. And of course, that is word of mouth marketing. And word of mouth marketing has always been the most powerful form of marketing. And why does it work? Word of mouth marketing is the most powerful form of advertising, as everyone knows. Because why? It's a third-party endorsement. It's unsolicited, it's unpaid, right? And that makes it more reliable. How often have you trusted somebody else when you have heard about something from someone else who had nothing to gain by it, right? It's really powerful. So we created this system to help generate that kind of buzz with more visibility, driving more traffic. And let's talk about that using what? Influencer marketing, right? That's what people are doing these days. So influencer marketing, okay, is a big buzzword these days. It's where you leverage other people's followings who have that credible relationship with that following. Okay. Now, influencers are people who have the power to influence others' decisions because of their authority, their knowledge, their position, their reputation, and or their relationship, right? So they can be celebrities, but in most niches, they're well-known leaders that have a loyal following. However, traditional, quote unquote, traditional, the standard influencer marketing can be very expensive and time consuming, when you hire an influencer directly to promote you and you design, and either you design a campaign or they design a campaign. But what if it doesn't work the way you expect it and the campaign's over, right? You spent all this money and what happens? I've seen it happen. Well, an entrepreneur, searches for an influencer who they can pay to promote their product or service. They pay a lot of money for like a basic one-time campaign, and it's a one-shot deal or two-shot deal, and people didn't sign up. They didn't go to the offers. They didn't buy the product. They didn't opt in to your landing page or listen to your podcast or visit your site. Basically, their sites remained about as active as a ghost town. So I have a picture here, ghost town. So there's a risk involved with hiring influencers. And then you can go and you might have to try some. I'm not saying not to do influencer marketing, but manage your expectations around it and do it as long as you have a budget. And I also would say if you're going to do the standard hiring an influencer, you really got to think through this campaign and do your background research, not just like I'm just going to go hire an influencer. It'll be okay. Let's take a step back. But for real influencer marketing to work, collaboration is key, right? Connect with like-minded entrepreneurs who all have one goal in mind, right? It's to get more visibility. And I'm going to share with you more on this, how this collaboration works a little later. But that is the key to influencer marketing with a goal. No matter what, before you ever approach or engage an influencer, this is the first step you need to take, okay? No matter what, before you ever approach or engage an influencer, you want to be influencer worthy. So that means you want to become an influencer yourself. In order to become an influencer, you need to give influence, okay? So how do we do this? Well, first, do your research. Find leaders and engage with them. And what does that mean to engage with them? Give them props in the comments. Say, this is great information. I love what you're up to. Wow, fabulous content. Congratulations. Thank you. That's what we want to see in the comments. Share their posts to your audience. Say, I found this great post from this influencer. They're great. They have wonderful things to share. Join their groups. Connect with them. Just follow them on all the social networks. Like a lot of their stuff, right? And then invite them to an easy speaking opportunity, which could be a quick interview. It could be just a phone call to say you want to feature them in a blog post, or even easier, find a quote of theirs from a post or a webinar, an interview they did, and ask them, may I, just in a message, may I quote you in an article? And then when you quote them, go back to them and say, here's the link to the article I quoted you in. Don't ask them to share, but they probably will if they're nice, or at least they'll go like it, or comment on it. So this is how you build and give influence to other people. And then you build your own influence out of that, okay? You could create your own live stream show, and later you could repurpose that to a podcast, into blog posts. You're going to hear me talk about that word repurpose a bit, because it's one of the most underutilized, most powerful parts of social media. Okay. Repurpose. So where do we start? Well, do your research. If there's one thing I can give you today also that will contribute most to your success in marketing, this is like a marketing foundational principle. Stop thinking like an expert. What? Yes, I said that. You must take your expert hat off and answer two questions. Okay, write these two questions down. I'm just going to say them, so you need to listen. What is the problem they think they have? Write that down. What is the problem they think they have? What is the problem they think they have? Remember, forget everything you know about solving the problem. It has to be in their words, okay? Like if you were one of them, meaning your clients or customers, what would they say? What is the problem they think in their words they have? That's the first question. Second question is, what are the key phrases? What are the key phrases your ideal clients are typing into Google? So what are the key phrases your ideal customers or clients are Googling? to solve their problem that you just said they have. All right. In their words, stop using your words. They don't want to take the journey from the head to the heart. They want to have their husband stop annoying them. Okay. Use their words, not your expertise of what you're going to do. Why? Because they can't hear you until they know you understand them, right? So you need to brainstorm on these questions. Please spend about 15 to 20 minutes on this. Then do some Googling and see what comes up. When you do the Googling of the words you just talked to them, you just brainstormed on, right? Search for influencers on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. And then also be sure to click on their ads. I know it's a scary thing to click on ads because why? They do retarget. They will, show you more ads, but that's a good thing because you're going to see what your competition is doing. It's a good thing. Trust me, you want to do that if you're serious about marketing your business. Okay. So do the Google searches for the keywords in your market and also see what those you admire are doing. Those, colleagues of yours, what are they doing? Especially the more successful ones. Okay. And then you want to take that information and turn it into remarkable content that solves their problem. So create remarkable, share-worthy, or I like to call it consumption-worthy content that people can rave about. Now, when you're creating this content, I need you to do a gut check. And you can go back to any piece of content you've already created. It could be a blog post, it could have been an interview you did, could be an infographic, a quote, and do a gut check. If somebody asked you to share that piece of content, would you be proud to share it? Would you be excited to share it? Would you feel like you were offering something high quality and good looking, has great value that would enhance your reputation? If you're not enhancing somebody's reputation with a piece of content, it's not share worthy. Okay. You want to build others' reputations, not compromise them. So compare the quality of your content and the quality, meaning the value of it, the look and feel of it, and make sure it's equal or better to what other people are sharing. Okay. If not, don't expect anyone to share it, let alone someone with a loyal following who values their own reputation. Because if you wouldn't share it, they definitely won't share it. Now, here's something I want to share with you to that point. This is a quote. I feel it's a share-worthy piece of content, so I'm actually sharing it with you. Your content needs to be so compelling and comprehensive that people are willing, make that excited to link to it. And who says this? Brian Clark, copy blogger. He is a colleague of mine. And I wanted to share it with you because it's relevant, it's adding to the training, and then it elevates my reputation, right? So you're not just taking my word for it. He also said it. And I like this word comprehensive in there because we're going to get into something called cornerstone content. I'm wondering if any of you have any cornerstone content. Creating share-worthy content takes some thought, it takes research and time, but I promise you it's worth it. Really, especially if you create what I call a cornerstone piece of content. So cornerstone content includes that indispensable need to know information that people are craving and they find useful because it is what Brian Clark says. It's comprehensive. It has other resources in it. And if it were offered for a fee, by the way, people would buy it. And you offer it for free. And you want to use in there the most important keywords in it. Okay. So it could be long articles or blog posts that reveal a process, give how-tos, recipes. It could be what we call a listicle, a list of resources, answers. It could be FAQs that are really compelling, more like an interview type of thing. Answers, it's not just how does my product work? It's like the answers to the questions they have. You know, those problems you just said they have? Why don't you turn each one of those problems into an FAQ? How to overcome this problem, right? But you put it all in one big kind of manifesto, white paper, downloadable. And this is your cornerstone content. It's the content that you could get it's linked to the most from social media because it's so valuable. It could be a shorter thing, but it's got to be juicy. Let's put it that way. So your homework, so write this down. Here's another thing to write down for your homework is create 2 cornerstone pieces this month. Now, here's a cheat to the homework. You can rewrite something you already have and just flush it out more. You can go make it better. Okay. So does anyone have something here that they consider a cornerstone that you're going to want to go back and rework maybe, or you already love? Feel free to put it in the chat, like the title of it. Because once you have this one piece of cornerstone content, and you could do one every 6 months because you do want fresh content. And so, it takes you a few hours to do, but you're not doing it all the time. But then you can do the one thing that I said earlier, repurpose it. So if you have something already, awesome. Let's repurpose. If you want some ideas on it, please put in if you don't have a clue, put in the chat what it is that you are thinking about, or your topic, or why you think you don't have, you need some help on it. But when I say repurpose, you can take pieces of it and make quotes from it, images that you can share online. You can put it on pieces of it as an article on LinkedIn. By the way, if you don't have a website, LinkedIn can be used as kind of a substitute. If you write articles on there, you can upload PDFs there, but I would rather you have an opt-in page at least. And I know that many of you have this, so that's awesome. And here's one strategy you might like. It's used in different industries, but this cornerstone piece, for the most part, you could actually write all out on one opt-in page, say, but you give it there on the page, all of the steps, the process, the recipes. And then you say, if you'd like the PDF, if you'd like this information, a PDF, opt in. It's called a pillar post. It's showing that you trust people to make a decision whether or not they want to be on your list and get the PDF, but you've already given them the information. So I love this, Wendy. 5 things you need to know before you start your business. And it's a webinar. Wow, perfect. Why not repurpose that into a downloadable? At the end of your webinar, you could actually give it away and get people on your list. And I'm sure you probably sign them up into a session, but even before they get to the webinar, or if they didn't attend the webinar and they didn't have time to, hey, I've summarized it for you. And of course, on that PDF, you offer whatever you offered at the end of the webinar too. So you can take these 5 things and make them Instagram posts. Don't give away the whole thing, but the principle you can post as an image and a comment about that and why they should attend this webinar. It's so easy to do. And then probably each one of those 5 things can be its own bigger piece flushed out if you wanted to. You could, and it just becomes more and more. You can create an infographic of the 5 things that you need to know before you start a business, and that can go on Pinterest. You can put each one of them on Pinterest too. So there's all kinds of things. And of course, tweeting out the little principles and then linking back to the webinar sign up. So I love that you have this, and definitely take advantage of repurposing this. Now, once you have this cornerstone content, and it could be just the webinar, if you don't want to repurpose it just yet, that's fine. You are in a position to engage influencers. So far you have remarkable content, and now you're going to start to engage influencers. Okay. And now I want to talk about how to get your content amplified by influencers online. Okay. Now, before I go forward on that, I want to mention that too many experts and entrepreneurs suffer from something. It's called Field of Dreams syndrome. Now, Field of Dreams was a movie. Maybe you've seen it. If you haven't, it's a lovely, heartwarming movie. Really good date night movie. But basically the motto from the movie was, if you build it, they will come. And it's a nice thing to aspire, people to dream about. If you build it, they will come. But on social media, that's a big maybe, but don't count on it. Unfortunately, it's not that easy with billions of blogs, Twitter users, Facebook posts, everything flying out there every millisecond. You need to stand out from the crowd, right? This baseball field is not in a crowded area. Okay. So it kind of stands out on its own, but you need to figure out how to stand out, right? And if you build it, they will come really only works in the movies. Sorry to say. And according to Seth Godin, however, in social media, you need to build it, nurture it, engage them, and then maybe they will come and stay. So therefore, there's another critical element that we need to make sure that you stand out and get the buzz and the traffic and the profits that you deserve. And one solution is my gamified content syndication process. What if you could leverage a network of influencers who would share your links and drive traffic to your site, right? Well, with a simple gamified content sharing platform that allows you to connect with a whole new network of like-minded influencers, you can amplify your content tenfold at a minimum. And remember what I said at the beginning of today is like, do you want to know what's more powerful than you sharing your content out there? It's other people sharing your content. That's why I've spent so much time talking about the content, because when you have your cream of the crop content, your tribe of influencers will amplify your message. They will come out of the cornfields to share it because it's share worthy, it's binge worthy, it enhances their reputation. And when they do that, when these influencers share your content, you become known as the obvious expert, right? Especially if they're sharing on a regular basis. And because you're getting the endorsement of other leaders and you're reaping the benefits of sales coming in because you've done the necessary research, you've developed and have a high value product or service that these people want. And hopefully you've done a lot of this research already. And they will share your high quality content that you've created through this amplification system to their Facebook followers, their Twitter followers, their LinkedIn users and connections. And the key is to always offer your tribe of influencers content that enhances their reputation. It's value-based articles, blog posts, videos, and expertise. So I know you spent a lot of time writing the marketing copy. You spent a lot of time writing the programs. Now we have to bridge them with some expertise that proves to them they should take the next step, okay, with you. So, but then when you have this bridge of content, I call it bridge content, that share worthy and reputation enhancing content, these influencers will retweet your content. They will share it to their Facebook profile, their business pages, their groups, and they will post out to LinkedIn for you. And that is a beautiful thing because you can also do the same thing for them. You can share out their valuable content to your network and become a hero to your networks because you're posting links to other high value content that your networks will also love. You become known as a one-stop shop. It's not all about you. You have more to offer your connections, right? Your members, your following. You grow your loyalty by sharing other people's content as well. Now, that's especially useful if you don't yet have your content. You may be thinking here, I don't have much content. Excellent, actually, because if you had a tribe who has excellent content and you can share out, then you become a hero to them because you have other resources for them and you can sprinkle in when you do have yours. Or when you do have yours, right? So I love positioning myself as a hero by sharing other people's content. Why not? You'll look at some of my feeds, 80% of it's other people's content. It grows my reputation because I'm proud to share a lot of that content. It's good stuff, right? So we're going to make you better at what you do just by being a part of a high value content network here. And again, we talk about, why does this work? Why does influencer marketing work? Because of what we discussed earlier, word of mouth marketing, right? And the driving forces of purchase decisions, according to the Word of Mouth Marketing Association. Yes, there is a WOMA, a Word of Mouth Marketing Association, that says that 54% of purchase decisions are made because of word of mouth mentions. So that's the whole thing we want to do. We want influencers sharing your content, mentioning you. 47% of purchase decisions are made because of information found on a website. So this, my friends, means your website has to be really good at converting people. So it has to have good information, right? Otherwise, why would somebody buy from you? 42%, by the way, of purchase decisions are made from emails passed along from friends. So don't abandon your email marketing yet, or you might want to start it if you haven't. And 31% of purchase decisions are made because of online reviews. So getting your Google reviews up to speed, getting some LinkedIn recommendations done. By the way, I have something for you at the end that's going to help you get that done. And you just want to leverage the power of word of mouth marketing with an influencer network. So I would like to introduce you to Social Buzz Club, your influencer network. It's based on reciprocity. It is the easiest way to get that word of mouth marketing engine revved up. And so what's really powerful is this reciprocity that's built right in, because you receive credits when you share other people's content. So you're earning your frequent flyer miles by flying on the system, sharing other people's content, and you then can redeem or spend those credits to submit your content for other people to share and get those endorsements, those third-party endorsements. So I'm going to give you a quick peek into that system, right? So here you go. You've got 3 steps, basically. You pick a network, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, of the piece of content you want to share. You then pick a Twitter account. This would be to share on Twitter. And if you only have one, that's fine. You just click one. You can only click one at a time anyway. That's per a law or policy change at Twitter. No system will let you choose more than one Twitter account at a time. And then you click share. 1, 2, 3. Choose when you want to share it. By the way, you can, actually it's 4. So you click the network, you click the time you want to share it out, whether you want to share it now or you want to schedule it to a later time, and choose your network and then click share. And boom, you've earned a credit, or 2 in this case, because the content that has outlines around it, they're promoted posts, and we give you 2 credits to post that. So you do, anytime you share somewhere, you're going to get at least 1 credit, maybe 2 if it's a sponsored buzz. Okay. And then when you earn your 5 credits, by the way, your credits are up here in the upper right. Total, I have 36,000 or more. And so I need 5 credits to submit buzz. 5 credits are required, and you earn credits by sharing content to your accounts. And then when I have my 5 credits, I will use that with a blog post. So here's a blog post link in step 1 that I've copied into this field. I will click the shorten and populate data button, and then boom, it brings in the image from that page. That's a real big hint, by the way. You want images, nice sized images on your big images on your blogs, okay? Because then it brings it in and it makes a really nice post when it gets shared. And it brought in the title of that blog post. It brings in the description, which is really the first 2 lines of that blog post. You can change this if that's not accurate, because this is what goes in the description and the buzz feed. And it also pre-populates the tweet with this. And then you can choose a category. Step 1, pretty easy. Step 2, you will tweak the description, okay, that was on that first page. You can uncheck and recheck this box to bring in any changes you made, or just make a change here. Keep that URL in there, because that's the link you want people to be able to go to. If you remove that link, they won't go to it. So you just tweak the, if you want to. I always add in the username, my username. So, and remember, this is other people. You're writing this for other people to share. So don't say check out my article on calendar systems. No, the most important tool for any business who relies on making personal connections, doing appointments and networking is a calendar system. This changed my life when I implemented it. So I would change this to, this could change your life. Check it out, this blog by Coach Laura, right? See? So, and then do the same thing with the LinkedIn and the Facebook post. And step 3 is really simple. It's, when do you want people to see this content in the Buzz Club and share it? So you can start, it's, the default is 30 days, and you can push it out for years, so that if they search in the Buzz Club, it'll keep getting pushed down. It's a chronological based system. So, they can still search for it if it's on, startup business success. For example, for Wendy, you could put in that keyword in that first step, and people could search for it over years. And you just say until when you want this available, maybe for 2 years, right? You want people to see this and drive traffic to it for the next 2 years. You could certainly put out the date to 2023. There are a few other features of the Buzz Club. Now we have a learning center of over 200 trainings, and these are business trainings to help grow your business to the next level. And all of the replays, we do 2 new ones a month for you. And all the replays go in the Buzz Club in our learning center, we call Social Buzz University. And we also have a reward center. So say you don't yet have content that you want to submit, but you can redeem your credits for other valuable offers as well. And then if you want us to do it for you, we have a VA that we only charge $30 a month to do the virtual assistant for the Buzz Club, right? So I mentioned the trainings. So here are some examples. How to generate unlimited leads with virtual speaking. I mean, we have 200, so you can see these, that there's so many in here. Secrets to website changes, social media management, how to do that, how to make a fortune through online JV partnerships, how to enroll high ticket clients, copy to connect, scaling your business to 6 or 7, creating an accelerated business system in 3 months with 3 systems, the 3-step author marketing formula. Yesterday, by the way, we had someone teach on how to create a bestseller, write a bestseller in 7 days and 10 times your profits. It was really great. Turning your expertise into a 6-figure online income stream, profiting by podcasting, how to get on stage and make $10,000. That's speaking tips that are really amazing. 5 copywriting mistakes, video marketing, power up your profits business model, YouTube lead generation. There's so many in here you can see. Then they're all like 40 to 50-minute trainings that are they have such incredible nuggets in there. And some of them have a lot of freebie gift downloads too that you can grab and learn. So I highly recommend. I mean, the value of this is thousands of dollars, and I'm not going to charge you thousands of dollars for this. Members get results from our system. The average buzz gets 5 to 10 tweets. The average member has around 5,000 Twitter followers or more. That's a 50,000 impression versus little or no visibility or reach on your content today when you share it to Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook. So let's build relationships, and you can do that on here with the other influencers that lead to strategic collaborations. And so I really want to see your great content getting shares of 20 to 30 times across our networks. I mean, that would be cool, right? You're probably not getting much of it, and you can't get this anywhere else. Like Facebook ads will get you some of that reach, but you're going to have to spend a whole lot more than you will with us. Okay. So if you have a business topic, I will also give you an offer to speak, or apply it to speak on Social Buzz University. So you'll get a speaking opportunity. And then some of the influencers in there have podcasts. You may reach out to them to ask to be on their podcast if it's relevant, because you're going to be sharing their content after all. Of course, they're going to want to give you a speaking engagement. You've been sharing about them. Hello, you've already demonstrated you love them. So it's really, really easy to do, especially if they've got your audience. So our system works. Denise Wakeman is an online visibility expert. She's seen her commenting and social sharing going up to exposure, going up by 70%. She's gotten in front of new audiences. She's connected. She's increased traffic to her blog, engagement, and she just loves the win-win aspect of it. And that's why we developed it, really, quite frankly. Amy Porterfield, we've helped create viral exposure. She loves it. She loves for her blog and for her webinars that she does. Many of you may know her. She's awesome. We've trained together as way back in the day in social media. So here's your action plan for today. Create your remarkable content offers and engage other influencers. Join a network like Social Buzz Club, where you can give and receive influence that drives traffic to your website. Become a hero to your audience by sharing more valuable content, not just your own, but others' valuable content, and invoke that law of reciprocity, because what you give out, you will get back. And I want to make it really, really easy for you. Okay. So I'm going to make it easy for you to explode your visibility, get the attention of influencers who can elevate your credibility. They can amplify your message and help you receive more endorsements, drive visitors to your sites, and position you as the go-to expert in your field, right? And ultimately grow your reach and engagement and get you more leads. And if your website's doing its job, you're converting them, and your email marketing. And I know you've been working on that. So good on you. You're all positioned. All you need is that amplification. So I want to give you a free 14-day trial. Let's have some fun together on the Social Buzz Club. socialbuzzclub.com/IA trial gives you a free 14 days. After the 14 days, it's $29 a month, and you can cancel at any time. There is another option for if you go straight let's see, you can also get it for a year for $297. So this is like a no-brainer, you guys. Like thousands of dollars of training, a whole influencer marketing engine, ability to connect, speaking engagements. It's kind of like a great jumpstart marketing plan in one wrap-up thing. And I'm giving you a free 14-day trial on top of that. And if you stay with us for a whole month, I'm going to give you another month of our virtual assistant for free, right? And if you haven't gotten set up by the second week, we will set you up, and we will start buzzing for you. We're actually going to do that. We'll go find your content and we'll go share content. But you need to email me after you sign up today that you've done this at laura@socialbuzzclub.com. And so let's put in the chat the links you need. So socialbuzzclub.com/IA trial is where you get the free trial. Okay. If you know this is something you want to do and you want to get that yearly, you would go to socialbuzzclub.com/IA register. And so I'm going to put that in there. I didn't put it on the screen because I wanted to give you all a trial first. But some of you may be like, I need this. I'm ready to go. Sign me up. And I want the free month right now. So instead of waiting my 2 weeks. So IA register, socialbuzzclub.com/IA register is where you get the annual plan. But in any event, if you have questions, you can certainly email me. If you're ready and you signed up, please just let me know you want the VA for a month, and we will do that at Laura Social Buzz Club. And just let me know, hey, I signed up, and I'm going to send you a link to my calendar, and we will get you set up. Okay. And we'll do it for you. It's really cool for a month. Now, you've all been very awesome and patient and wonderful. And I just love that you're here. And I promised you a gift because I love to give gifts. And here it is. It's a LinkedIn lead generation kit. I promised you something for LinkedIn. I will show you how to optimize your profile, set you up for, looking your best, give you templates for the best messages to send to connections. You'll get my social selling masterclass as well. You just go to transformtoday.com/LI kit, transformtoday.com/LI kit. And you will love what you get, but it all comes through email. So you need to definitely look for the first one. It may come into your junk mail. and then go ahead and do that, whitelist it, put me in your contacts. I don't remember which email it comes from. It is a transformtoday.com email. So, look for it. It should come through, no problem. If not, you're always welcome to email me again at laura@socialbuzzclub.com. What questions do you have? I'm taking questions at this point. In the meantime, I will see you in the Buzz Club at socialbuzzclub.com/IA trial. I can't wait to buzz your content. So please feel free to ask your questions at this time. We are excited to welcome you into the fold here. We currently have a couple hundred members. There are probably 24 very, very active members. So come on in and bring your friends. And after today, we'll hopefully, increase that a whole lot more. So we are in a growth spurt, and we have personal development and professional development type content in there. We welcome all other kinds of content, from real estate to recipes. It's all good. So finances to fitness. Let's keep going. What else do we got here? What kind of content do you want to put in the system? I want to know. What can I buzz out about you? It's not about how many members. The nice thing is, with this intimate influencer marketing network, you get a lot of visibility, and you're going to get shares by some very key influencers. We have a lot of good influencers in there that just have used us for many, many years. Yes, Ashley, you haven't finished your website? I would say yes, because you can build your credits. You want to build your credits by sharing other people's content. And then when your website is ready, guess what? You can put in a piece of content every week. And I recommend about one a week. No, don't do too much more, because if people see your picture in there too much, they're only going to share one. But now if they see it once a week, they'll share once a week, because most people go in once a week and share and then submit. But yes, if you sign up for the Buzz Club, you'll get a lot of value. First of all, you can also train yourself with any of those trainings, get instant access to all those 200 replays. You also get the ability to share other people's content. So you can start getting your social feeds active again with great content. Good question. Thanks, Ashley. Yeah. Great, Cassandra. Yeah. I'd love to talk to any of you who have any more specific questions anytime. So it's the content categories. It's completely searchable, and you can search on a category or just show a category. Yes, you choose categories, and that's step one. So yes, thank you, Ashley. You're welcome.